Tonight's officials, Brian Abbott, Dan Bennett, and Jason Bourne. For the 121st time, Hopkins and Maryland get after it on the lacrosse field.
Big matchup tonight. Logan Callahan for the Blue Jays. He's at 61%. Maryland plays really good man-to-man defense. Not a lot of checks. Play good position. Play with their legs.
10 seconds on the shot clock for Hopkins. Eiler, backhanded shot, gobbled up easily by Logan McNaney. Good defensive stand to open up this game for Maryland.
Boy, McNaney makes it look so easy.
Gets a short stick matchup. Gets the goal line extended. Quick double by Johns Hopkins. Maryland spinning it. Little stutter step, low angle shot. Looks like Jelinas made the save, or maybe it hit the pipe. Either way, it's a shot clock reset. Once again, Penn State knocking off Rutgers. Should Maryland win this game, they can lock up the number 2 seed and get a bye.
Spanos has a short stick. He likes this matchup.
Quick double by Johns Hopkins. Spanos likes what he sees. Feed inside, shot, score. Daniel Kelly. 5-hole on Jelinas. Thought he might have gotten a piece of it. The Terps are up 1-0.
Daniel Kelly from Coward Hall. Dad's a coach. He plays like a coach's son. Loves his left hand. He's dangerous inside, but also can shoot it from the perimeter. Here's just a nice look. He drifts. He reads his man, constantly moving inside. For you young players who are watching, if you're an inside player, don't focus on the ball. Read your defender. Move into the open area. Nice finish.
Against Ohio State, a 13-8 Maryland victory. Callahan wins the next face-off.
Number 19, Burke in blue. He likes to go to the cage. He's a big, strong player. Look for him to get the ball and try to muscle his way to that goal.
Less than 10 seconds to shoot. Feed.
Nice look.
Finish. Hopkins is on the board. Charlie Eiler. Great patience, great look, and a tidy finish.
Eiler's 12th goal of the year. Just a sophomore. He can do it all. Very smart, cagey behind the cage. We'll see it here. Again, he reads his defender. You see him looking over there. His defender got caught ball watching. Took an opportunity there and a terrific feed and a nice finish. Took his time, squared up to the keeper. Well-placed shot.
Hopkins took 1:22 seconds to go ahead and score that equalizer. And there we see Matt Collison, 16 in blue, now down at attack. There he is. They try to get it inside, and there's a shot. It looked like it was going into the stick of Collison, but instead, number 51, Chuck Ralston, finds it in his cross, slips it past McNaney. Hopkins grabs the early lead.
Ralston, like Collison, likes his left hand. Very good off-ball player. Nice movement so far by that Hopkins offense. They're moving the ball. They're moving off the ball. They got nice flow going. Here's the replay. Good hard first dodge. Kind of jams it in there. Ralston handled it inside.
Looked like it was a pass and you had two guys next to each other, Coach. Normally that doesn't work out.
A little busy inside there.
2 goals in 33 seconds for the Blue Jays. Here comes Keithler, right down Route 1, and he ties it. What a response. A juice goal. Shea Keithler.
We'll take it from the face-off. Keithler, the senior, comes through right away. What a way to answer the Hopkins goal. Comes right down. He's looking to pass. Looks off the defender. Sticks the ball on target. On the way. Here it is again. Gets it out front. He looks off that defender who doesn't want to slide in the first place. Gets his hands free. Nice finish blown away.
And John Tillman telling us this week that he was an offensive player in high school, very similar to Charlie Raffa, who faced off years ago. And there he shows off that offensive prowess. We talked about Maryland in their face-off depth. It only took Carrier 5 seconds to equalize this game at 2 apiece. Eiler working against Schaller.
This is a nice matchup for Bauer. He's played attack. He's used to going against the long stick.
Shot to score. It's Dylan Bauer. The short stick defense being applied by Gordy Holmes of the Maryland Terrapins. Bauer just beats him top side and is able to whistle it past McNaney. Hopkins back up by 1.
Dylan Bauer, the graduate student, again, played attack last year. It's very comfortable behind the goal, especially with the short stick. And again, very good athlete, great first move, little stop and go hesitation, sticks it near pipe. That is a tough shot to stick, and he does it right in there in the corner, takes the hit. Tough kid, big goal.
High scoring first quarter thus far. I mean, Hopkins only scored 4 goals in 60 minutes last weekend up at Penn State. Here the teams have combined for 4 goals in a minute 43.
Well, talking to Coach Milliman, he wanted his team to play loose tonight. They had a good week of practice, really put a lot of competition.
Shot and a score. What a finish from the outside. Aiden Aiken from long distance takes that skip pass and beats Jelinas.
Number 2, Aiken, he wants to shoot the ball. He's not looking to feed. He's got an excellent rhythm, puts himself in a terrific position. Love his form. Again, room and time, drops it a little bit, goes to the up top.
Before it goes out of bounds.
Whittier likes assists. He's got 7 goals and 15 assists, so he's looking to feed the ball, but he can score.
This is Brandon Urksa being guarded by DeSico. Behind the back, save. Jelinas, beautiful save. Great shot. Rebound comes to Maryland. That is a reset. Scott Smith applying the defense. This is Spano, 7 in white. Working against Patrick Deans, long stick midfielder for the Blue Jays. Another skip pass, time shot, save Jelinas. His 3rd save of the game. Ball is loose in front of the cage. Who's going to come up with it? A Maryland player ended up face first on the turf. Watch out. Referees want to break this one up. They do a good job of it. It is a withholding call. Hope you didn't park behind that part of the stadium.
That was Jack Schultz, again, just a freshman, but he's loaded.
Nice pick from behind the cage. Looks like Jelinas got a piece of it. Shot clock reset. 4th save of the game for Jelinas. This is Urksa with a speed dodge. Whistle ready. Head of steam. Gets above goal line extended and slams it home.
You said it there, Mark. Whistle ready. Urksa has done this all year long. That referee blows a whistle. He's ready. He's gone. He's got deceptive speed. We'll see it here. Again, heads up. He's just gone. Right? Defensively, you can't take a break there. Can't take a break. You got to be ready before the whistle. Urksa was goal Terps.
Maryland, 4 goals, 4 different players. Hopkins with 3 goals, 3 different players. So altogether, 7 different players have scored goals so far in this game. That'll be a flag.
That's going to be a flag.
Schaller.
Maryland playing a 5-man, which means no one player has the crease. They share. You always want to look to the inside versus a 5-man. Always check out that inside player.
Penalty has expired. Teams are at even strength, and now Maryland back on defense behind the back. Shot by Dylan Bauer. Looks like it either hit the cage or got a piece of McNaney. Here's the earlier chance on that quick shot.
Coming back with this first midfield. Whittier likes to take it right coming in from the box. Get a little running start. I love this. Starts his dodge before he has the ball.
Another step down shot. Jelinas read it. 5th save.
Look forward to the next play. Forget about the play that just happened. You know, what's the next play? Stay focused on the next play. Add him up at the end.
Tyler I, 48 in blue, long stick midfielder in the game for Hopkins. Shot, saved Jelinas. Quick release. You saw Urksa. And Maryland able to win that scrap. Keegan. We're against Jack Monfort. Key injury for Hopkins, amongst others, Patrick Hackler. Long short stick midi out. And that's about as easy as it gets. Probably some miscommunication on the inside. Quick feed in front to Urksa, who easily slots it home, and Maryland's lead is up to 2.
And that's a good look to the backside. Again, Urksa is very smart. He reads his defender's head. Doesn't stare at the ball. Reads his defender, knows when he's open. You'll see here, number 6, Kilrain. He's looking to slide. No second slide. You got to get a second slide down the backside on this one. Second slide wasn't there.
And that is a 3rd straight goal for the Terps. They're on a 3-0 run right now. Callahan wins that face-off. Terrific individual effort, keeping it at his feet, picking it up, and then getting it out of harm's way. Bryce Ford, 24 in white.
All transfer students, all graduate students, so they know what they're doing, and they work beautifully. Give Mike Phipps a lot of credit to be able to get this offensive transfers and underclassmen working together as one unit.
Whittier step down, shot and a goal. Another step down opportunity. 3 blue jerseys went to take the ball, and Whittier just stepped into the unoccupied space. Cocks it back, rocks it forward. Beautiful shot.
Whittier loves that left hand, and he is dangerous when he has room and time. Here we'll see it again. Good strong dodge, and just a follow. Just moved into the open area. Again, perfect pass. And Hopkins has to do a better job communicating on defense. 2 men slid to the ball. Got to communicate. Communicate your intentions.
6 goals by 5 different players. That's Keegan's 2nd consecutive assist for the Terps. Wow, and another face-off win. McDonald, tough ground ball, fights through the check. What is Maryland doing offensively just to get these really seemingly wide open shots?
Well, they're moving early.
Shot. Maryland is in the crease.
Coach Tillman going back with that first midfield.
Hopkins has held Spanos, the man with the ball right now, number 7 in white, in check as Jelinas makes the save, but still trail by 3 goals.
And you can't try to get 3 goals back at one time. You're going to get 1 goal at a time. Look for a quality shot. Try to get a quality shot and go from there.
Hopkins trying to get something going. Nice feed inside and a goal. Collison, you've been asking for it, Coach Zim. You said you like the big man on the inside. Beautiful feed, great handle, and that ends an 18-minute scoring drought for Johns Hopkins.
Boy, the Blue Jays needed that. And Collison, again, he's got a great outside shot, but inside, he is sharp, nifty. Again, reads the defense. He can handle inside. You'll see it again. And it gets inside again, knows where to position himself. Look at that. And the feed was right on the money. Give me the ball here. He got it. Big goal for Collison and the Blue Jays. Uses his body well. Looks like he doesn't have an angle, but he shoots the ball overhand, and he is dangerous.
Keegan inverting behind. Good defense being played by Jack Monfort, the Yale transfer. And there's Jelinas with a big stop, his 10th of the first half, earning his keep. Dylan Bauer fakes the shot, wheels it out. Peter Lake, 39 in white, guarding Bauer. Nice feed inside and a one-timer. That was pretty. Liam Burke with a terrific handle, and the windmill shot scorches the twine. Hopkins has cut the Terp lead down to 1.
Liam Burke, just a freshman, has a nose for the goal. Good look by Collison to find him. And again, goes to his right hand, but Burke just slips underneath there. Again, for a freshman to understand how to play inside. Going down, lifts it up. McNaney, he couldn't find it. Really nice play by the freshman.
Liam Burke had a goal against Michigan out of Mohegan Lake, New York. I saw him play for the first time against Virginia. I was just impressed with his toughness, how he handled himself on the field, how he dodged, moved the ball. Tough ground ball picked up by Kohler. Spanos working it around. We've seen Hopkins play their first and second lines kind of equitable here in the first half.
Well, I think that shows Coach Tillman's respect for this Hopkins team. He's going to go with his best players.
Feet inside, Kelly with the shot. Jelinas slams the door. Great save, 11th.
He's the feeder.
10 seconds. English, head of steam against Kohler. Turns back. Gives it up to Bauer. Bauer is short time. 2 seconds, 1 second. Hopkins doesn't even get a shot off.
Good defense by the Terps there.
Of Johns Hopkins as we get ready for the second half face-off. Quentin Kilrain.
Maryland coming back with that first midfield. I'd say they'll probably get 75% of the runs tonight between the first and the second units.
And ask you to put your coach hat on as Maryland looking to shoot. Nice save. Jelinas again. I mean, you're not concerned about their durability or, not just for tonight, but moving forward. Hopkins is a little bit more organized defensively.
They do. Probably made some adjustments at halftime.
Spanos using the big boy dodge, just getting in, lowering that shoulder and getting some space. Whistles it just wide. And at some point, number 7, we've seen it throughout the year, he's going to start making plays. And there's Brandon Urksa again, right off that whistle. He is so prepared, so quick, and he just sprints to the cage.
You got to know that's coming, especially it already happened once tonight. On the restart, he is loaded and he is motoring. Just one strong move, gets into his man, frees his hands. Great placement on the shot, but it's about being whistle ready.
Gives it back to Bauer. 20 seconds to shoot for Hopkins. Bauer with the sweep. Gets a little bit of leverage. Good recovery. Beautiful stick check and great slide. Creates a loose ball. Here come the Terps. McDonald on the transition. McDonald shot by Spanos. Looks like it may have hit Jelinas or a pipe, and look at the hustle. Oren Jelinas throws the fist pump, winning the race to the end line after his 14th save of the game. And they just don't miss a beat. Logan McNaney, of course, the goaltender wearing the number 1, but this defense, Jesse Bernhardt does just such a good job with them. 25 seconds to shoot for the Terps. Shot, low angle. Jelinas with the save. That's a gritty ground ball by Scott Smith. And look at him soak the checks. Get it upfield. Here come the Jays. Crossfield pass from Kilrain. New career high for Jelinas. 15 saves. He's been terrific in this game. Race to Seco. Took that crossfield pass. Ralston, little stutter step, gets in and scores. Love the pump fake. Kept his feet moving and finds the twine. Chuck Rawson draws Hopkins back to within 1.
Here's the chance by Maryland again. Oren Jelinas having the game of his career. Tough ground ball.
Look at that strength
by Scott Smith. Gets in possession. They're able to clear the ball. Now they come down with the ball after the tough ground ball and a save. And this is just Ralston, a little bit of a mix-up. Keeps coming to the cage. Little hesitation. Gets McNaney off his line.
This rope unit considered to be one of the best, if not the best, in the country, let alone the Big Ten. Chick looking to get inside. Hands free. Worm burner. Gobbled up by Logan McNaney. 5th save for number 1.
Good take by Chick.
10 seconds to shoot. Spin inside. Ford Got it backside, up top to Spanos. He couldn't handle. 4 to shoot. Schultz lets it rip and sticks it. Jack Schultz, a beautiful split dodge, is able to solve Jelinas. Terps are back up by a pair.
Freshman has his chances. Missed too early. Comes back and just scores a tremendous left-handed shot there off the split. Here it is again. Schultz backs away, gets his hands free, and it's that first move, gets his hands free, and what a well-placed shot. Wasn't the fastest shot, but it was accurate.
On this game, 100 years of lacrosse this year in 2025 for the University of Maryland. You were the head coach at Hopkins during their 100th lacrosse season back in
1983. Actually, it was Henry Ciccarone. I'd come back and I was the assistant.
Yep. Coming up on 25 seconds to shoot. Aiken out on the field. So Mike Phipps, offensive coordinator for the Terps, starting to mix and match his midfield unit. There's Urksa inside. Nice whirling dervish shot. High to high, saved by Jelinas, and he continues to pile up the career high save. How will Hopkins play this with 8 seconds in the shot clock? Quick sprint to Cage. Eiler over the top, hands free. Chavette comes inside and scores! As the shot clock was expiring, Hunter Chavette, a beautiful pump fake, cruises down the center of the defense and plants it.
I like where Hopkins is playing Chavette. They're playing him out front. He's quick. He wants his left hand. Again, good clock awareness on that shot clock. Chavette, little fake, and another one, and go. That's what you want. That is a big-time move right there. The hesitation, the fake. The defenseman now has to come at him, goes around him, and a well-placed shot. Good presence. Both these staffs are outstanding. You know, they put a lot of time in film and watching what the opponent does. Both teams are well prepared for this one.
Not the greatest shot choice right there by Burke. And here come the Terps running the other way. Coach Millen told us this week, Zim, that they did it as like a punishment in practice. Jamison Kester, and they're like, wow, he looks just like his brother, Brett.
Oh, that's a good clean hit.
Luke Martin pops Daniel Kelly.
Martin's a tough player. And good for him. He can play with the shorty, he can play with the longie. The more you can do for your team, the more action you'll see on the field.
5 seconds left, and it looks like a crease violation against Maryland.
Stepped in it. Yep, absolutely.
That was Bryce Ford taking it to the rack. Good on-ball defense by Schaller.
Schaller's tough. Again, not fancy, just gets the job done.
English tries to get underneath. Up top, nice spin move. Eiler, hands free, shoots and scores. A nifty move from Charlie Eiler, the sophomore out of Alamo, California. Ties it up at 8.
5'9", 180, but very slick. Loves the roll dodge. Seen him score goals using this before. Gets into it, little fake, goes to the left hand, gets that defenseman to commit to his strength, which is right, goes to the left. He can go both ways, sets him up beautifully, and then just a really great finish to the inside pipe. He's a hard-working coach, very passionate. These guys are playing for him tonight.
15 seconds to shoot. DeSico falls down. Shot, Jelinas with the save. Good check down by the two defenders on the crease. Like to take advantage of. Nice feed up top. Snowball. Nice defense by the Blue Jays. Ball's on the turf.
No flags. I think the officials have done a good job tonight. They're letting them play.
Daniel Kelly, head of steam, shoots and scores! Daniel Kelly, not known as a dodging threat, takes the rock and just sprints to the cage, gets underneath the defense, sticks it. Maryland back up by a goal.
Number 45 in white likes his left hand. Normally an off-ball player, but here he sees the opportunity. Has the short stick. Just a good strong move to the goal. Again, doesn't have much of an angle, but shoots the ball overhand. Smart player, big finish. Goes between the legs.
Got the ball on the turf, but Kelly just saw that short stick matchup and just sprinted to the cage and sticks it. That got the crowd back into it for the Terps.
Deceptive speed on that dodge.
Keegan, Ford, and Whittier. Good motion. Nice little stutter step. Spanos gets inside Jelinas. What a save and the run out. Hopkins wins the race. 20 saves now for Oren Jelinas. Looking to take advantage.
Still have to draw that slide.
20 seconds in the shot clock. Runs out of real estate. Wheels it back. Nice knockdown. Great stick by the Maryland defense. And what a takeaway. Schaller comes up with it. Put on the ground by number 50 in white, Jackson Canfield. Now on the break. Shot to score. Maryland in transition.
When Maryland runs, they are effective, and you just saw it there. All starts with the ground ball. Tough ground ball battle there, picked up by the Terps. And again, once you get that ground ball, look upfield. Don't carry the ball, look upfield. This is just absolutely textbook play as far as the ground ball and the transition. There's the one more, and again, defensemen love to score, but do your job. Let the attack do their job. Great play, unselfish, textbook 4-on-3 fast break goal by the Terps.
But for me, Coach, that play's made by number 50 in white, Jackson Canfield. Got the ball on the carpet, made it a loose ball situation. Schaller's the one that ended up with it, but Canfield, 50, he started that thing.
It's all about the ground ball.
Callahan wins the faceoff, but the pass is low. Nice job by Jimmy Ayers getting his body in front of it. Chick, he's got the shorty matchup. He's got 2 assists. Tries to get inside, shot, pays the price. And English, with Collison still playing in that attack role. Ayers, pump fake, gets away from one check, can't get past the second. Ball's on the turf. Ayers doesn't even get the shot off, turns it over. Shot and a goal. Zach Whittier on the run, catches it, and he tattoos the upper 90. Beautiful placement.
You know, Maryland starts their deep offense a lot with Zach Whittier getting the ball on the run, and this is exactly what happens. He starts a dodge before he gets the ball. He's not standing flat-footed. This is how he gets so open. He's moving without the ball. Gets in front of the goal, gets a good angle. Terrific finish. Big goal for 13 in white and the Terps.
And you saw at the bottom of the screen there, that's Peter Milliman calling timeout. Doesn't get it. And Maryland goes down the other end and scores. Big face-off way to dig out that ground ball. Excellent job by the Johns Hopkins Blue Jays.
This is lacrosse weather.
It is. Maryland has taken 37 shots, 31 of which have been on cage. That is an 84% accuracy of making the goalie. And there's a feed in front, no, but Logan McNaney.
Well, that was a layup. That's one Hopkins had to get to play the ball.
Okay, only 3 seconds on the shot clock. So look for Ford just to chuck it. And now Scott Smith picks it up for the Blue Jays with 1:02 left. Smith streaking up the field. Hopkins has to get to work fast to have any hope.
Got to go to the cage.
English surveying. Over to Collison. Collison, Canfield. Feed, it was there but not handled. Burlace with the ground ball, and that one should just wrap this thing up. 15th turnover for the Blue Jays. And it looks like the Crab will be coming back to College Park.
Great ground ball work. First time, every time.
Bryce Ford chucks the ball into the College Park skyline. Logan McNaney pumping his fist, hugs his defense. The coaching staff breathes a sigh of relief. And there's the Crab. It's been in Baltimore for the last 365 days. Now it comes back to Maryland